Welcome back to my channel Coin Vault USA today. We are going to uncover the hidden story and surprising value behind a coin that many people have seen but very few truly understand. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny, a small 1-cent coin that might look ordinary at first glance but holds within it history, rarity, and a potential value that could completely shock you if you know what to look for. So before you skip this video, make sure you stay till the very end because the final tip might help you discover a valuable coin sitting right in your pocket without even realizing it. Now let's begin our journey by going back in time to understand where this coin comes from and why it is so important. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Instead of symbolic designs, the coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front with the word Liberty on one side and the year on the other, while the backside shows 2 wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America, which is why it is commonly called the wheat penny. This design remained in use until 1958, making it one of the longest running coin designs in U.S. history. In the 1952 penny is part of this historic series which collectors all over the world actively search for. Now, to truly understand the value of this coin, we must look at the historical context of the early 1950s. It's a time when the United States was experiencing post-World War II. Economic expansion, industries were growing, jobs were increasing, and everyday commerce was booming, which meant that coins were in high demand, and the U.S. Mint responded by producing coins in massive quantities. In 1952 alone, the Denver Mint produced over 746 million Lincoln pennies, which is why the 1952 penny is generally considered common in lower grades. However, the real story begins when we talk about survival rates, because while millions were minted, far fewer have survived in high-quality condition due to heavy circulation and decades of wear and tear. Now let's dive deeper into the composition or constitution of the coin, which plays an important role in both its appearance and preservation. The 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny is made of 95% copper with a small percentage of tin and zinc. This high copper content gives the coin its original bright red color when freshly minted. However, over time, exposure to air, moisture, and handling causes the coin to oxidize and turn brown, and this color transformation is extremely important in coin collecting because coins are classified into 3 categories: red, brown, and brown, with red coins being the most valuable because they retain their original mint luster. Now let's move into one of the most critical areas, which is grading, because this is where the difference between a 1-cent coin and a valuable collectible is determined. Coin grading is based on a scale from 1 to 70 and involves evaluating factors such as wear, luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. Most 1952 pennies found in circulation fall into grades such as good, very good, fine, or very fine, which means they are typically worth only a small premium over face value. However, as we move into higher grades, such as extremely fine, about uncirculated, and mint state, the value begins to increase, and in mint state grades, such as MS-63, MS-65, or higher, coins can become significantly more valuable, especially if they retain their red color and show minimal contact marks. Now, here is where things become truly exciting for collectors, because high-grade, red 1952 pennies are much rarer than their mintage numbers suggest, and this rarity drives demand in the market. Collectors are always searching for coins that combine high grade with strong eye appeal and original color, and when such coins appear in auctions, they can command impressive prices, sometimes reaching dozens or even hundreds of dollars, depending on the grade and quality. Now let's explore the fascinating world of mint errors, because these are often the hidden gems that can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. Mint errors occur during the production process and can take many forms, including double die errors, where the design appears doubled due to misalignment during the hubbing process, off-center strikes, where the coin is not properly aligned with the dies, resulting in a shifted design, clipped planches, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a cutting error, and die cracks or cuds, which appear as raised lines or blobs caused by damage to the die. Each of these errors adds uniqueness to the coin and can significantly increase its value depending on the visibility and rarity of the error. Now let's talk about how you can identify whether your 1952D penny might be valuable. First, examine the date and mint mark to confirm it is indeed a 1952D coin, then evaluate the overall condition. Look at Lincoln's portrait. Are the details sharp or worn? Next, inspect the reverse side, especially the wheat stalks. Are the lines clear and well-defined? Then consider the color of the coin. Is it red, brown, or brown? And finally, use magnification to check for any signs of doubling, misalignment, or other unusual features that could indicate an error. Now, here is an advanced tip that many beginner collectors do not realize. The difference between a common coin and a valuable coin often comes down to very small details. Even a slight improvement in grade or a minor error can significantly increase the value, which is why experienced collectors spend hours examining coins carefully, looking for those subtle differences that others might miss. Now let's discuss the market value in more depth, because this is where knowledge becomes power. In average circulated condition, a 1952D penny is typically worth only a few cents to around $1. However, in uncirculated condition, values can range from $5 to $20 and in higher mint state grades such as MS65 or above, the value can reach $50 or more. And for coins with exceptional quality, strong red color, and minimal marks, prices can climb even higher, especially in competitive auctions where collectors are willing to pay a premium for top quality examples. Error coins can also bring significant value depending on their rarity and visual appeal, with some examples selling for tens or even hundreds of dollars. Now let's talk about something that can make or break your coin. Its value, and that is how you handle and store it. One of the biggest mistakes beginners make is cleaning their coins, thinking it will improve their appearance, but in reality, cleaning can severely reduce a coin's value because it removes the original surface and can leave scratches. Collectors prefer coins in their natural, untouched state, so always handle coins by the edges, avoid touching the surfaces, and store them in protective holders to preserve their condition. Now imagine this scenario. You are going through an old collection or a jar of coins, and you come across a 1952D penny that stands out. It looks brighter, more detailed, maybe even slightly different from the others. At that moment, you might be holding a coin that is worth far more than its face value, and that moment of discovery is what makes coin collecting so exciting. It is the thrill of finding something rare, hidden in plain sight. Now let's go even deeper into the psychology of coin collecting, because understanding the market can help you make better decisions. Collectors are not just buying coins. They are buying rarity, condition, history, and eye appeal, which means that two coins with the same date and mint mark can have very different values depending on these factors, and this is why knowledge is so important. The more you understand about coins, the better your chances of finding something valuable. Now, as we move towards the conclusion of this extended journey, let me give you the most important advice. If you believe you have found a valuable 1952D Lincoln wheat penny, do not rush to sell it. Take your time, research recent sales, compare your coin with graded examples, and consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable service, such as PCGS or NGC, because professional grading can authenticate your coin and significantly increase its market value, making it easier to sell at the best possible price. And remember, patience is key in the world of coin collecting. Sometimes waiting for the right buyer can make a huge difference in how much you receive. So as we reach the end of this video, remember that the 1952D Lincoln wheat penny is not just a small coin. It is a piece of history, a reflection of its time, and a potential hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. So the next time you see a penny, do not ignore it. Take a closer look, because you never, if you enjoyed the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe the channel.